As I get closer to finally finishing the first draft of Seekers of Empyrean, I find myself looking ahead to the future of this book. Obviously, the journey does not stop just because I type "the end" at the end of the first draft. I've still got plenty of revision work to do. A second draft, then a third, then multiple rounds of edits, implementing feedback, tightening things up. But then what happens? Once the book is as perfect as I can possibly make it, what's the next step? Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Just another struggling writer, the beleaguered author's one-stop shop for commiseration and hopefully inspiration. My name is Carrie Scher, and I am just another struggling writer. I haven't talked a lot about the launch of my writing aspirations on this channel, mostly because, well, it was so long ago, and I've accomplished so little in the years since. But I will tell you that what actually put me back on the path to taking writing seriously again was learning that there was a robust industry around independent publishing. Up until that point, I had been laboring under the assumption that my only shot at ever being published was essentially an extraordinarily lucky break at querying the right agent at the right time with the perfect book. A 1 in a million chance, basically. It honestly never occurred to me that there was another option. That all changed in 2018 when a little bit of writer drama took the internet by storm, drama that later came to be known as Cockygate. If you weren't in the online writing space at the time, I don't know if I envy or pity you. What I will say is that I have never seen the writing community come together in common purpose like that before. It was a wild couple of weeks. And while I was only on the fringes of the writing community at the time, still only dabbling with the idea of trying to be a writer, I learned a very important lesson from Cockygate. Well, two, actually. First, don't try to trademark a very common word. And second, indie publishing was no longer just a cottage industry used mostly for vanity projects, but actually a thriving business model, being bankrolled largely by the most powerful retail company in the world. Until Cockygate, I had no idea indie publishing was even viable, much less so robust. After I learned about it, I didn't waste any time. I dove in headfirst and researched everything I could about how indie publishing worked. I consumed podcasts, I watched videos, I read blogs, and followed just about every indie author I could find. For months, it was all I could think about. Indie publishing, indie publishing, indie publishing. Eventually, I resurfaced from that deep dive with one resounding truth lodged in my mind. I am absolutely not cut out for indie publishing. And listen, I have nothing but complete and total respect for indie authors. And a huge part of that respect is built on the knowledge that they are doing something I myself am not capable of pulling off. I know without a doubt that I am not strong enough to hire my own editors, cover designers, and formatting professionals. I know I don't have what it takes to put together my own marketing campaigns, promotional materials, and giveaways. I know I am not smart enough or dedicated enough to figure out how ISBNs work or how to balance exclusivity with one distributor versus going wide. From everything I have ever learned about indie publishing, it is clear that it is not for the faint of heart. And I am nothing if not faint of heart. I mean, I've been here on YouTube bitching and moaning about how hard just writing the damn book is. I can't imagine how much it would cost me just in mental and actual labor alone to try and publish it myself, to say nothing of the actual cost of indie publishing. Cody the writer recently put out a really great video about all the expenses that went into the publishing of his new release, The Ghostwriters Club, which I highly recommend you check out if you haven't already. But what struck me the most about that video was not the price tag. Well, not just the price tag, but just how much work went into the book after it was done being written. Which is not to suggest that traditional publishing is any easier. There's still a query letter to be put together, synopses to write, and the seemingly never-ending battle of the query trenches. There's the underlying understanding that all the work you put into the book, which oftentimes means literal years of effort, might never yield the results you hoped for. But that kind of work, That kind of mental strain and that kind of effort, that I can do. So as much as I love and respect indie publishing and all the authors who choose that path, and as much as I would love not having to rely on a 1 in a million shot to get my book out there, I have to go with what feels right for me. And that's traditional publishing. And if you're wondering why I'm talking about this now, when I haven't even finished the first draft of Seekers yet, mind your own business. Listen, I am just a girl standing in front of a publishing industry, asking it to sign her to a 7-figure 9-book deal. And I really don't think that that's that unreasonable. And with that, thank you so much for watching. I so appreciate it. If you like my content and want to support the channel, please like and subscribe or consider leaving a comment down below. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, leave me like the nerd emoji with the glasses and the teeth. In my next video, I will have a weekly writing vlog for you, not just any writing vlog, what I hope to be the penultimate writing vlog, as I am coming up on the very, very tail end of the draft of Seekers of Empyrean. I hope you look forward to it, and I will see you then. Bye. It's to the point where I don't even notice when she's climbing on me anymore. And then I'm editing footage later and I see a tail in front of my face and I'm like, oh, when was she there? Okay.